Welcome back to the 2019 Twin Cities Film Festival. I am your host, Geoff Briley. And again, we're here at the Shops at the West End and, of course, the beautiful showplace Icon Theater. With me, I have filmmaker. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, gentlemen, and your role on your film.
Yeah, I'm Rudy Harris. I, along with my wife, own Harris Media Co. out of Cincinnati, Ohio. I was the director, did a few other things too, but I was the director on the film.
And so the film name is Like Harvey Like Son. Explain to me a little bit of how did you get that title?
Well, Like Harvey Like Son, essentially it was a misspoken answer to a question that we asked one of our talent in it, Alan. He meant to say like father like son. He said like Harvey like son. So it's about two men named Harvey. Harvey Jr., which is to my right here. Harvey Jr. is a St. Paul resident, and Harvey Lewis III, who Harvey Lewis III is an ultra runner. So what that means is marathons are cake for him. He runs ultra marathons, 100 miles, multiple. So last summer, he, along with his father in charge of everything and making food and camping and taking care of his son, he ran the length of the Appalachian Trail. So 2,190 miles he ran. Which
Wow.
Is a little bit more than a marathon a day through the mountains.
Wow. And so how many days does someone partake in running so many miles?
Well, so a normal through hiker takes 6 months about to do the entire trail. He did it in 49 days, so less than 2 months.
Wow. Was he trying to break a record?
He was trying to break the fastest known time, which, spoiler alert, he didn't actually get it, but he's posted out about that last year. But what we learned along the ride with him is that really he's really crazy and he's really interesting. And so is this man on my right, Harvey Jr. is very crazy and very...
I hope interesting, too.
So that's what the film's about. It's about the vehicle to learn about two men, a father and son, through their running journey together.
And so, Harvey, you have ran ultra marathons as well?
No, I'm not an ultra marathon runner. I'm a walker, and running's been a new thing since I was in that age bracket that would do ultra or marathons.
And for those again that don't know, that ultra marathons is you said 2,000. What was that? What was that number again?
So an ultra is different than a marathon. So they can be 100 miles, 200 miles. They can be 24-hour races, 48-hour. This one, it wasn't a marathon by any means. He was by himself for the most part, with a few helpers that came along the way, as well as his father taking care of him throughout. So the Appalachian Trail, give or take, is 2,190 miles.
Whew. And you said being a St. Paul native. Tell us a little bit about how you love you. And then you're not from St. Paul, correct?
No, from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Well, welcome to Minnesota.
St. Paul natives, certainly. I think the metro area, Twin Cities, are one of the beautiful and nicest places in the country for a metro area. What can I say about St. Paul? Of course, this is going out to basically St. Paul people and the Twin Cities people. It's a great community, and one of the nice parts about it is it's got still that small town feel to it that you don't normally find in an urban area.
And a lot of the film was shot here as well. We interviewed.
That was my next question. Yep.
We interviewed Junior in his home in St. Paul, as well as we traveled with him on his bike as he went through the streets of St. Paul down to the farmers market, and we filmed along there as well.
So how does a Cincinnati director get involved with someone from St. Paul? How did you hear about it and come to Minnesota?
Yeah, so one of the sponsors of the film is Road ID. Road ID makes wearable identification. Harvey, the runner, is one of their athletes that they sponsor, that they help out with things. So we've done work with Road ID on a commercial basis, and we found out during a commercial that Harvey was going to do that. The third, Harvey the runner, is from Cincinnati. He lives in Cincinnati. He's actually a school teacher in Cincinnati, and I've known him for a little bit even before that. So we found out that he was going to do this thing, and we said, all right, well, we should tag along.
Well, look at that. Cincinnati and St. Paul here in Twin Cities connect. Again, thank you, gentlemen, for representing here at Twin Cities Film Fest. I'm your host, Geoff, and everyone take care.